Swadika, good morning and welcome to Newsline. I'm Cholapansa Narula. Thank you very much for joining us this morning. It's Monday, June 15, 2015, and here are today's top stories. In today's segment of Thailand Moves Forward, Prime Minister and head of the NCPO, General Prayut Chan-o-cha said the development of the special economic zones will upgrade cross-border trade between Thailand and neighboring countries. Speaking on the progress of the project, General Prayut said the SEZs would boost the country's competitiveness, provide more jobs for local people and lift the quality of their life. The government is taking several steps to facilitate foreign investments in the areas, including eliminating the barriers through the establishment of permanent crossing points and one-stop service centers and building road links for easier transport of goods, the Prime Minister remarked. The SEZs, or Special Economic Zones Development Project, is still in its first phase, focusing on upgrading of 6 economic zones in 5 provinces, namely Mae-Sot border crossing in Tak, Mukdahan border crossing, Klong Yai border crossing in Trak, and Padang Besa, as well as Sadao border crossings in Songkhla, and that includes the Nong Khai border crossing as well. Moreover, the Prime Minister added that the government is promoting Thailand's leading role in ASEAN by enhancing the country's competitiveness, encouraging innovations and new products, and also utilizing greater technologies in the production process. The Deputy Prime Minister in charge of legal affairs has discussed the expected end of term of all 5 rivers. Deputy Prime Minister Wisnu Krungam said that the terms of the 5 rivers, including the National Council for Peace and Order, the National Legislative Assembly, the National Reform Council, the Cabinet, and the Constitution Drafting Committee, will come or near to an end after the draft charter gets an approval from the NRC and the public referendum. According to Mr. Wisnu, if the draft of the new constitution is put to use and the next election is scheduled, it means Prime Minister General Prayut Chan-o-cha, who is also Chief of the National Council of Peace and Order, will remain in office only until the new cabinet is set up and completes the swearing-in process. For the NRC, its term will end when all Reform Council members vote to accept or reject the draft charter, after which a new council tasked with the driving forward of the national reform process will be set up and work until the first session of the new parliament takes place. Mr. Wisnu added that the NLA will remain in office to perform the duties of the upper house until the Senate election is completed, while the CDC will also be working until the first day of the new parliamentary session. The chairman of a committee under the National Reform Council believes that the public can always reject the draft charter that is considered unacceptable. Chairman of the NRC's subcommittee on political reform, Mr. Sombat Thamrong Thanyawong, said that he believes the adoption of the mixed-member proportional representation electoral system is what can weaken the future coalition government. Mr. Sombat's comment was heard following reports that the Constitution Drafting Committee's resolution to change part of the draft charter, which involves the composition of the constituency and the party list members of parliament at the next election. The CDC reportedly made a change that resulted in the stipulation that calls for 300 constituency MPs and 150 MPs under the mixed-member proportional representation system. The government hopes that a number of new departments under the criminal court will effectively help rid Thailand of miscreants. Deputy Government Spokesman Major General Sansern Kaokamnert said that the government is pleased to learn that the Supreme Court has set up new departments to deal with cases of human trafficking, drug-related crimes and corruption, as well as unscrupulous activities of state officials. These departments have been officially opened since June 13, due to the continued rise in these types of cases. They will be working independently, said the spokesperson. Now to the Ornamental Plants and Fish Festival. The The government has voiced its satisfaction with the success of the festival, Ornamental Plants and Fish Festival, that is, which reportedly brought in millions of baht. The Prime Minister's Office Deputy Spokesperson, Colonel Sansern Kaew noted that visitors have warmly greeted the Ornamental Plants and Fish Festival since its launch in early June. Most of the participating operators enjoyed higher than expected income from the sale of ornamental items. Colonel Sansern said even highlights of the fair, such as the 2.5 million baht Pemphis acidula bonsai trees and 3 million baht albino pearl rays, also sold like hotcakes despite their higher prices. The number of visitors during the past week exceeded 7,000. Outlets at the event earned nearly 20 million baht. Aside from the opportunity to see rare and beautiful plants and fish, event goers also enjoyed interesting activities, including British-style horticulture displays using Thai flowers and a demonstration of raising sea fish in an aquarium. The National Anti-Corruption Commission is ready to organize an annual event to present awards to organizations that have been active in fighting corruption. The NACC is ready to host the 5th Chaw Sa'at Award, a project aimed at recognizing organizations which have introduced creative media to promote the fight against corruption. NACC Chairman Panthet Planarong said that corruption continues to be a major problem that has serious impact on Thailand, and that an anti-corruption effort requires cooperation from everyone. The Anti-Graft Award, which is to be held for the 5th time, is intended to recognize such an endeavor by members of the media, as they are the agencies which can deliver all messages more directly to the public. The NACC will be welcoming all entries until June 30th, while more information can be found on its website, that is nacc.go.th. Bangkok Governor Mom Ratchawong Sukhumpan Baripat has inspected the efficiency of drainage systems in Wang Thong Lang and also Lat Prao districts ahead of the rainy season. The governor, along with the Bangkok Permanent Secretary and executives of the Bangkok Metropolitan Administration, on Sunday traveled to the Klong Song Katiem pumping station in Wang Thong Lang district to check if it is operating efficiently. The pumping station installed a reinforced concrete dam in December 2014 in order to facilitate the pumping of water at 7 and 9 cubic meters per second through Lat Prao and Klong Chan canals respectively. The Klong Song Katiem pumping station helps with the drainage in Lat Prao and also Wang Thong Lang districts, including Lat Prao Road and Soi Chok Chai 4. The Department of Drainage and Sewerage has implemented 15 projects to improve drainage efficiency in all canals across Bangkok. The Klong Song Katiem pumping station is one of the completed projects. And the Ministry of Commerce yesterday conducted a random inspection of goods prices in the capital's Yanawar market and found that prices of pork and some vegetables have slightly increased. The inspection was led by the ministry's Inspector General, Gulani Isadisai, who told the media most of the commodity prices remain the same, except for pork and some vegetables. Pork prices in particular have increased by 5 to 10 baht from the previous month, selling at 140 to 150 baht per kilogram, as drought has slowed down the overall swine growth. Whole chicken price remains the same at 65 to 70 baht per chicken. The market is now starting to see supply of eggs exceeding demand. To address the issue, the National Chicken and Chicken Product Development Board is currently deploying a scheme encouraging egg farmers to relieve old hens of their duty by giving 40 baht of compensation for every hen relieved. Meanwhile, vegetable prices increased due to the diminished produce caused by drought. Price of lime, however, has dipped down significantly, selling at 2 baht apiece from the previous 5 to 10 baht apiece. The Inspector General believes that prices of vegetables, fruits and other perishable items would return to normal once the rainy season arrives. The Ministry of Agriculture and Cooperatives will be supplied with machines for the disinfestation of weevils' eggs through the dielectric method under a collaboration between the Agricultural Research Development Agency and Eureka Design Public Company Limited. Mr. Chawlit Chukajon, Permanent Secretary of the Agriculture Ministry, chaired the signing event for an agreement over technology licensing right between the Agricultural Research Development Agency and Eureka Design. At the event, he said the dielectric disinfestation machine will replace the more costly fumigation method via methyl bromide. Methyl bromide is also being banned by several countries starting this year. According to Mr. Chawlit, the dielectric heating machine would destroy all weevils and the eggs in rice without leaving behind any contaminants. He said the new technology would create an advantage for Thai rice in the global market and allow Thai rice to be exported as a chemical-free product. Oil products have been on a constant growth path despite the world economic slowdown. OKMD sees an opportunity for the product value of Thai OTOP exports to reach the 100 billion baht mark this year, up from 90 billion baht last year. And how will that be achieved? Our reporter went to Chiang Mai to talk to world fashion gurus and OTOP entrepreneurs. Join him today and tomorrow for this very exclusive story. Here's more.
OTOP are locally made and marketed products from each Thai tampon. First developed in the early 2000s, they have consistently generated revenue for Thai craft people. Locally made Thai handicraft products such as woven silk, dyed fabric, and similar items are able to gain the interest and attention of both domestic and foreign customers. Today, we are meeting Aunt Vilai Paitit Kanchanakul, the owner of Burpat, a manufacturer of Lana cotton, who is able to turn scrap fabrics into unique and beautiful furnishing home decor products. She is now generating millions of baht in revenue, with exports accounting for 70% of her tampon products.
First, we start 100% export, and after that, I feel like I should sell in Thailand too. The best sale is cushions, because cushion can be in any room. It's no need a lot of space and cheaper. It's little by little. First, we got to be in the member of something like Department of Export Promotion. Our name be the list. Customer found us by those lists, and we're starting to go for an exhibition year by year, year by year. I'm always tell customer that please comment, because what you like maybe the others don't. So when they comment, you know the idea. So you open your mind, you listen to people, plus something in your size. Then you add it two things together. It will be something very special.
Now, let's look at Pititra. They sell made-to-order Lana style cloth, pillowcases, and curtains. The income derived is equivalent to Burpat, but 90% of the sales volume is generated in Thailand. They are now keen to expand into the export market.
เป็นคนไทยต่างประเทศสัก 10% เองครับ
The majority of our customers are Thai. Foreigners are only 10%. We developed the thread. We changed the color from bright colors that the Asian people love to be more natural. Not too bright, but it still looks good. What you see here are all European styles. They prefer this kind of color.
What are some of the challenges you face in exporting your product?
It would be the marketing. I'm not good at that in the European market, but what we can do is this. When the foreign customer comes and brings us the color and thread for us to see first, we can make the product for them.
One thing that the entrepreneur can improve is the way to try to find the connection, to find the partner, especially in the distribution channels. That I think is very, very crucial, because I believe that Thai entrepreneurs have the interesting and artistic product that are in demand.
Tomorrow, we will be meeting fashion gurus and export experts. They will be offering recommendations to Thai entrepreneurs on what to work on to improve their product and how they can develop a foreign market. Banosi Sinsap, NBT World, Chiang Mai.
Thank you very much to Kun Panot. Up next, we have ASEAN and Beyond. We will be bringing you Cambodian living arts. Stay with us.
To maintain a strong nation, Thailand is promoting 12 core values for the good of the people. First among them, to uphold the 3 pillars: the nation, religion, and the monarchy.
Physical connectivity, institutional connectivity, and people-to-people connectivity. The power to turn this region into a strong community. Witness the interconnectivity between the 10 Southeast Asian countries in ASEAN Connect via these channels.
How could you do that to me? Stop it! Don't you get it? I don't need you anymore. Enough. We're through. There's someone else in my life.
Say no to the past. Bring your own bag. Say no to plastic.
This is Thailand at large.
The show which is about to take you to the new experiences with the exciting stories.
With charming fascination. With a touch of Thainess.
Let's join us on NBT World.
Explore with us and you'll know and love Thailand even more than before.
Welcome back. You're watching Newsline. NBT World's correspondent Joel Gershon recently took a trip to Cambodia in which he had the chance to meet with the organization Cambodian Living Arts, a group that aims to preserve the artistic and cultural traditions of our Khmer neighbor. And here is a story from Kun Joel.
Cambodian Living Arts is an organization with the stated mission to facilitate the transformation of Cambodia by empowering individuals and communities through art. Cambodian Living Arts helps support artists and the arts community and promotes awareness of the arts, as well as advocating for the arts with cultural policymakers and major institutions. The group's aim is to create value and understanding of what it means to be Cambodian and to create a sense of unity and shared culture through creativity. I had the opportunity to see a Khmer cultural show at the Cambodian National Museum in Phnom Penh, put on by local artists who face financial challenges. Cambodian Living Arts is helping support their efforts by building a stage at the museum and is giving the performers a chance to shine and help earn a decent income.
So Cambodian Living Art is a non-profit organization here based in Phnom Penh, but doing work all over Cambodia. We started to help preserving traditional ancient performing arts form from the master who survived the genocide in the Khmer Rouge to the next generation of young Cambodian. During the Khmer Rouge, we almost lost an entire generation of artists. 80% of Cambodian artists were killed between 1975 and 1979. Today, we are supporting mostly the younger generations of Cambodian artists for them to create new work and also pursuing the revival and renewal of Cambodian arts and culture.
When Cambodian Living Arts realized we had phenomenal artists who had a talent they wanted to share, but nowhere to share it. We built this stage from the ground up, and now every night, Monday through Saturday, during the high season, you can see performances here at the National Museum. Now, what's even more important is the fact that this stage provides paid job opportunities for our artists and a chance for the world to see our traditional art forms. This community of artists comes from Phnom Penh here itself, in an area called the White Building. It isn't the nicest place in the city, but it is a center of creativity and for our artists to congregate. Here in Cambodia, the arts, specifically the traditional arts, are so important to us. And so it's organizations like Cambodian Living Arts and artists like the ones on this stage that are helping to keep our tradition alive and to share that with everyone.
If you happen to visit Phnom Penh, there are shows at the museum most nights, and if you want to connect with the artists from Cambodia on a deeper level, contact Cambodian Living Arts directly from their website, cambodianlivingarts.org.
Thousands of people took to the streets of Hong Kong on Sunday to protest against electoral reforms approved by Beijing to choose the city's next leader ahead of the vote. Beijing has proposed a direct vote for Hong Kong's next leader in 2017, but only pre-screened pro-Beijing candidates will be allowed to stand. Hong Kong's pro-democracy protesters say that makes a mockery of China's pledge to eventually grant universal suffrage in the territory. Protesters, some wearing yellow shirts and carrying yellow umbrellas, symbols of their pro-democracy movement, marched from Victoria Park in the bustling shopping street of Causeway Bay to government headquarters. And that's it for today's edition of Newsline. Thank you very much for joining us. Let's end the program today taking you to Chiang Mai Zoo to have a look at the white lion there. I'm Chalapan Narula. Thank you very much for spending part of your day with us. Swadee ka.